I just bought into Velodrome Finance this morning. I learned a lot more about this project yesterday, and after doing more research, I am much more bullish on it than I was before. In the last video I made on Velodrome, there was one crucial component that I left out, and that was the Superchain. So Velodrome is basically the main liquidity hub and decentralized exchange of the Optimism Superchain. And what is the Optimism Superchain, you might ask? It is a network of chains that share bridging, decentralized governance, upgrades, and communication, and it's all built on the Optimism stack. And basically what it does is that it solves the scalability issue of blockchain. So one of the main issues with current blockchain technology is the fact that it's very hard for applications to be built on blockchains and scale up. Well, having a superchain actually solves that scalability issue. So the value of scalable decentralized computing is absolutely massive. According to Blockbeats, Velodrome announced on March 27th, which was just a couple of weeks ago, that it will be the main liquidity hub of the OP Superchain. As you can see on Velodrome's Twitter, on February 8th, Velodrome is a meta DEX, right? What is a meta DEX? It's a single unified protocol that unites the best primitives in DeFi into a single streamlined experience. Velodrome is aiming to be that #1 liquidity provider of the superchain, and the superchain technology I am extremely bullish on. You can see that Velodrome Finance has been trending upwards since I last made a video. I think it was around this 18-cent range that it was trending at in the last video, and right now it's gone all the way up to about 20 cents. And I believe right now we could definitely make a move up. As you guys know, Bitcoin is going up right now, and Velodrome, you know, it still needs to reach back to its all-time highs of 37 cents. So there's definitely a ways to go. And in terms of the statistics, so looking at the circulating supply market cap, we have 133 million. So a pretty small market cap. Please let me know if this number is incorrect, guys, in the comments below. But I believe that is the correct market cap. And then the on-chain market cap is 343 million. That is basically the total diluted market cap. And you can see the holders are at 28,000. So actually still not a lot of holders yet. You can see the max supply of 1.6 billion. So in terms of tokenomics, it's looking pretty good right now. The only slightly concerning thing that I've found about Velodrome is going to be the amount of holders and the number of whales in this project. You can see the top 100 token holders hold 1.5 billion out of the 1.6 billion token supply. But of course, a lot of these are exchanges, right? You have things like OKX, right? Coinbase, MEXC. You know, there's a lot of big exchanges, BitGet, but there's also a lot of wallets that could also just be, you know, wallets, investors, big whales. So that's definitely something to take into consideration. Of course, if I'm completely wrong on this, please let me know in the comments below. I'm open to any criticism, any new findings that you guys have, please leave in the comments below, and I'll be replying to as many comments as I can in the coming days, because I've been pretty busy the past couple of days, so I haven't really been able to reply to many comments, but I'll definitely have a lot more time in the next couple of weeks. I believe I also talked about Aerodrome in my last video, and I got some of the stats wrong also, so I'm really sorry about that. But the circulating market supply, I think I said it was like 500 million or something. It's actually 688 million, so almost 700 million market cap right now. So Velodrome has a much smaller circulating market cap of only 133 million, so it's almost like 5 times smaller than Velodrome. But of course, I'm still very bullish on both of these projects. I mean, Aerodrome is the #1 liquidity provider, #1 decentralized exchange on Base. You guys know how bullish I am on Base, so you can't really go wrong with Aerodrome. But in terms of opportunity, right, I think Velodrome has amazing opportunity. I think it can do just as well, if not better, than Aerodrome, partly due to this small market cap right now, and the fact that it is expanding to the superchain, right? It's going to be the main liquidity hub of Optimism Superchain. And at the end of the day, the technology, as great as it is, right, it doesn't matter as much as the hype that's going to generate. So of course, Velodrome and Aerodrome both have good technology, right? Both have good tokenomics. But one of the most important things for a cryptocurrency to succeed in today's environment is going to be hype. And one of the best ways to look at hype is going to be looking at their social media, right? Their engagement, their following. Looking at X right here, we see Velodrome has 237 followers, right? You know, it's getting decent engagement, right? It's getting comments, it's getting likes. people are engaged with this project. It has a very loyal consumer base. Now, of course, Aerodrome is a newer project, or at least in terms of its social media following, right? It joined in March 2023. Velodrome joined in April 2022, so Velodrome's had like a year kind of head start. But you can see Aerodrome also gets very, very good engagement as well. Gets tons of likes, tons of views, and that's something that's very important actually. Like a lot of you guys might think, oh, that's not important at all. We don't really need to worry about Twitter followers. The technology is what matters, and I agree with you. I mean, like the technology is very, very important as well, but especially in today's environment, you have to look at its following. You have to look at how loyal its customers are, its investors are to the project. And I'd say both of these projects have a very good following with very, very loyal people invested into it. And now for the fun part, we're going to look at some technical analysis. Just doing a simple Fibonacci retracement, we can see we are aiming for this 50-cent range as the next leg up. I believe if Bitcoin goes on a rally, right, this is where we're going to head for Velodrome. Right now, Velodrome's only sitting at 20 cents, so that would be more than a 2x from today's price. Of course, this entirely depends on what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin decides to go back to that 60K, 50K range, then, we're going right back to 17, 16, 15 cents. If Bitcoin decides to make all-time highs, cross 100K, then we are definitely going to hit all-time highs for Velodrome and probably cross this 50-cent area, maybe even into this 70-cent area as well. At the end of the day, this short-term price action doesn't matter as much, because if you're really bullish on the project, like I am with both Velodrome and Aerodrome, this price right now doesn't matter as much because I know it's going much higher in the future. But right now there is not that much risk in getting into something like Velodrome, because you did see it did have a massive run up just a couple of weeks ago on March 28th. That was actually due to the announcement of the Superchain, because the Superchain was announced on the 27th. So you can see the 27th, it was still sitting down here at like 15 cents, and then boom, shot basically a 2x due to that announcement. So right now we're actually at the price of basically pre-announcement. So I would say it's a pretty safe place to pick up some Velodrome. And in the long term, I think Velodrome can do just as well as Aerodrome. I think it can easily do a 5 to 10x. I wouldn't be surprised if Velodrome hits anywhere from a $3 to $5 billion market cap, a multi-billion-dollar market cap coin. That is what I think Velodrome can hit. Like I said, #1 decentralized exchange on Optimism. It's going to be the #1 liquidity provider of the Optimism Superchain. There are tons and tons of bullish signs for this coin. I think it's going to do absolutely amazing. That's going to be it for the video today. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Comment below on what you think of Velodrome, and I will see you guys in the next video.